Okay, I bet you guys are wondering, what's he gonna do today? Well, you've seen in the link in the description, but new top water that we're customizing up. We gotta put a power pole on it, so I thought I'd take you along on the adventure, so let's do this thing. Let's put a power pole on this baby. Let's go, come on. Okay, first things first. I'm gonna take these guys out. And once I get these out, we're going to start doing some test fitting. I like to start with this back guy right here, just because when you see the orientation of this, you'll kind of understand that that's where it takes a lot of pressure, just because of how this is angled. It's not straight onto the boat. So we get that somewhat tight, and of course this is going to be, the mold is not entirely flat here, so keep that in mind. And then, kind of keep an eye on how that looks. I got a slightly longer bolt here to just because I thought that was probably going to happen. So keeping that in mind. Make sure your bolt lengths are long enough, but not too long. So now, we've got that down, nice and tight, right across there. I'm gonna come back to this one. This is not exact science, guys. These bolt holes are not always lined up perfectly. I mean, it's a molding process, so it's not always gonna work out great. So you really are aiming for 3 out of 4. And that one's going to be a little bit of a pain. We may have to loosen this one up just a bit. Just trying to get it started. You can see it's, like I said, these are not all, these old towns are not always the best at this. You may have to take this bolt out and use a longer one. Might be just enough there. As you can see, the surface is a little bit domed, so we may have to do this just a bit of a different way. There we go, got that one started. Go back, see if we can get this one on. Just at least get it to bite. There it goes. Get the rest of these tightened down. As I'm going to show you in a moment, the other one doesn't line up. So you're kind of at a little bit of a what do you do here? If you can get a couple of threads in there, and this is actually going to work. Now this is actually going to work. There you go. So there we go, we're on. So there it is, first stage done. All right, step 2. So as you guys see here, I'm gonna take this. Okay, that fell, that's cool. These guys go here. We turn this around to go in. Oops. Gonna line that up. Everything goes according to plan. Take this guy. and it just basically sandwiches in. Now, before you tighten it down, this guy can move up, so into more of a transport position, or it can move down and just keep it there. That's 90% of where I keep mine. And realistically, I just tighten this down like this. And then you can kind of tighten it down like that, get it locked down. There are, rock solid. And let's not forget our battery. Test the battery level, and it's telling me my battery's dead, but we got a charger for that. All right, oh, whoa, here we go. We got a full battery, apparently. It just took it a second. All right, next up, put the spike in. Now, I do run this down just to make sure, but I think one key thing that I want you guys to take away from this is that you can hit the up button on this and it will not shoot it out. At least this one won't. I've seen some things where people worry about it shooting up, but apparently you can run this all the way to the top and it just sits there, just runs. All right, guys, that's the back end. Now let's look at the front end. Okay, guys, so just to kind of show you why I put my control switch right here. It's just basically so that when I get in the boat, oh, I'm getting old. So when I'm in the boat, it is really simply as up, oh, and it's working great, and down. I can adjust everything, but as I'm pedaling, it's right here. I've just played with it. This is just where I want it. I know it's kind of exposed and it can get knocked by a certain thing. People can see it. I don't know if I'm gonna drill it down here. Right now it's stuck here with double-sided tape. That's where it's at. And that's the front end. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you install a power pole.